qualifier rather, that we've had for this season. And that will try to make a good play here, a good appearance inside of the server, whereas up against Preasy, that is not going to be an easy way to go about things here for the Team KWEEZ. Plant comes down, of course, here onto the B side, trying to tap him away. Although the kills from Becky, Griller, Equip, all lined up, and there we have the round for Preasy. Good way to open things up here for the Danes, as they're the ones getting a very nice position early on in the game here on their opposing map pick. It were some quick and fast shots that came out. Team KWEEZ, of course, still fighting back from the back foot. Like I said, they are the ones that qualified through the open qualifier, while they're not playing any ESCA or something, and also just quite high elo faceit players. That's about it, right, for them. See a 3.4k, a 2.8, pity, which I've also seen in the past in some other lineups. The close qualification only basing it off with 6 teams, including Royals, which KWEEZ managed to beat inside of the inside of an overtime. Their Royals definitely getting very close, but also quite far away. Then KWEEZ went on to beat the Hellslayers with Liam, Cadet, Aids, all pretty well-known players. So they were able to beat some of those players relatively nicely. And then against TGM, winning it in a 2-1 fashion. Also, Speed 4K. Very much notable name for TGM. That lost in a 2-1 fashion against them. They're playing ESG Advanced, which they're doing quite well, TGM. So Team KWEEZ is definitely playing on a good level, but here in this tournament so far, it's been a little rough, as I said at the beginning. Hasn't gone the way they wanted things to be, a 13-1, 13-1 against Viperio. And now a 2-0 down in the first map of this one, being their own map pick. Definitely gonna have Preasy on a pretty good level. Celion aggressing into middle, as that's hit up. The position that Quest was trying to take here opens things up. Becky with a double. Brilliant work from him. Bracken will look to die as the push through the smoke will come out eventually. Nicky is allowed, or Nickely is about to find him out. That is a tight position. Pity with the 9 Pandas jersey, like I mentioned. He's been a name that we've definitely seen something of in the past. As KWEEZ look to try and make their way into the B side here. Top ramp getting challenged. Might allow them to sneak their way through, and into the side they go. Good work for KWEEZ, as they will still have to control the pace, potentially find their target here. With the bomb looking to go down successfully. Although, ooh, Pity lagged out. And that's when Nicky has to kill him. A lagging out player. Allow for a bomb plant, but still having to be a little bit worried around the corner. J-Boon fighting. A disconnection on the side of Team KWEEZ. And a third on the board for the CT side. That is very, very unfortunate. Pity disconnected. And we'll have him back in the server now. As on the Preasy side, some concerning faces at the start of this with a 2 versus 2. Didn't know where to go, where to end up. And then with a team kill that was necessary. Helped them to control the pace enough, and now in the driving seat when it comes to this game. which they already were, but more of it. Armored Eagle, Armored Pistol here from KWEEZ. As here they come, ring their way up onto the site. Becky, Jaboon, both lining up one each, and then a second wave, which makes it 4 for Preasy. And 4 in the round count as well, as that's gonna look with the Tech 9 to potentially find this final piece. Does some damage onto Becky. Nate won't finish him off, as that's still standing. The God is still alive after that nade, which really didn't look like it at the start. 4-0 provided as Preasy leads going forward. They've taken some good control, have some utility to work with KWEEZ of course not having anything on Pity. You can see the odds because of that, the probability of winning slimming a little bit in the favor of Preasy, but ultimately just gonna have to make sure they find anything. We get some of the players having some jerseys, right? We see Day 54 or D54. We see 9 Pandas. Estats and Reckon, not really. Only one I'm a little bit concerned about or looking at is Undo. Let's see if we get to him to find some kills, as Estats will do it. Jaboon starts rotating. Lurking is still Undo there. He has the chance to take him down. Becky will find him. That makes it a 3 versus 3 with the bomb. Looking to be transported into the site. Apart from Jaboon, looks to make some space through Temple. And all the things are really going wrong for the Team KWEEZ side when there really shouldn't be. Bomb is outside of B though. That is something they didn't really look at all too much. That might strike some concerns. Maybe a rotation called for Preasy very soon. As the Danes realize it's not A to be the main concerning point. It should be B. They've realized it. They've fallen back into play. And we'll get ourselves a 4-1 here. Unless Preasy can make this retake. They're in a better position though. So might as well be a 5-0. Nicky will swing. 1 kill foul, make it 2. Equip is Adept Man. Jaboon on the op, not the best weapon for the retake. And that's when Nicky comes out to mow them all down. Brilliant work there from KWEEZ. As they hold on firm to Preasy's approaches. And retake successfully. First time out called. As they thought, obviously they would have lost it. They thought they would have been in a harder position. Looking at that default initially. Just not executed well. And I will have to wait and see with the huts disappearing on my end. Oh, that's something. And we're back. 4-1 it was. Can I make it 5-1? Equip will try. Double kill to begin with. As he gave the role of IGLing over to Asilion. Which has been letting him free to do all the killing. A really good performance. From him coming out. Control that has been taken. Good Shot from Asilion coming out. Jaboon helping. The op still swinging in for another time. The second that he'd hoped for. And there we have round 5 falling into Preasy's hands. They do manage to take themselves another one. And so things are great. Controlling the pace for the majority of the time. Whip. Spotting them out. Undo there. Coming out with the frag onto Becky. The Deagles that were initially in play for KWEEZ, doing more than they could have originally anticipated. The Asilion wants to try and re-aggress, and he will certainly try to respond. A double from Asilion will provide Preasy with 6. Good re-aggression there from Preasy coming out, trying to work together. And that was a great response to bring victory to the side of Preasy for now. Looking for a little bit of an opening. Becky and Equip holding Cave together here with the full buy around it for KWEEZ. He'll try to get things going here onto the T site. Aggression from Preasy could be called upon with the smoke slowly dissipating. Asilion goes aggressive through Donut. That's crazy. Asilion, this could be huge. He finds his stats. That's when Equip starts getting executed. Or at least initiated in the first place. Executed after. Another aggression from Asilion will be caught this time. Not allowed to do it again. Seemed to be a little bit of a Helm replay. But more to it still. Undo. Watching for this frag. Becky. Can't potentially find him. Well, look at how much aggression this youngster's throwing. Nikki, checked by Jaboon. Another youngster on the server with a double. Oh my. Jaboon just saves the day for Preasy there. DWP gets all the pieces necessary. And Preasy, although not in the best of position from the start, were the ones taking it in the end. Brilliant work there. Coming out. And exactly what they needed to do. To keep things going. Look at the push. Aggression. That's coming out here. Nate, that will be lined up. Chance for Asilion as well to help. They're watching right now. Asilion the one to do it. Jaboon from CT. Still in temple, waiting for the shot to fire and fall. Nikki has taken him. Now they might still go aggressive. And into a potential play to move all the way through CT. As they're backing up into A. Chance for a plant. That's exactly what they try. Pity is still going to fall though. M4 from Griller joining the party. With that, it should be another round to the side from Preasy. Personally, I have no idea how many rounds they have. Because, I mean, although we see the screen, I don't see the scores or the players alive. Final player might be Nikki as he picked up the AWP. With Tech9 trying to shoot. It was Nikki. Got taken away by Griller. And so, another round going away of Preasy. 2-1 advantage here for Preasy. Okay, they found 8. Spray coming through from Asilion. Double kill found. Equip helping from Cave. And a KWEEZ tries to take space initially in the round. Preasy goes for aggressive play and no trades will be awarded. KWEEZ has so much struggles to even find themselves any footing in the game. Pity hasn't found any footing in the game. Because he is still on no kills. The players, all individually speaking from KWEEZ, are quite good, but they're definitely going to fight for the bottom spots by the looks of things now. Unless they make some major changes to their style. It's just a mix that made some good names fall, right? So, hoping that they will be improving when it comes to this season. And if there is another qualification through Series 5... we might see them back a little stronger, even. They gotta prove quite a bit. They're calling in some tactical time and some reinforcements. Things ain't going all too well. That isn't something I need to tell them. Or that I need to tell you guys. Can KWEEZ go for a little after 4? They found themselves 1. Wait, I was scrolling in HLTV for just a moment. 9 and Into the Breach are having a rematch right now of a game that was previously played. That's pretty funny. The exact same veto that they're playing. Into the Breach now winning Vertigo. Now playing on Anubis to try and get a 2-0 victory, this time against 9. To control the series in a 2-0 fashion as well. That is some crazy shots. Same for what Becky is doing right now. He's found so much control here towards the White Cubby. Shot from J Boone coming out to find Racket. Opening kill. To get this round on the way as Preasy tries going for double digits. J Boone has a chance. Becky will help. Shot down by Undo. He's going to go for a second. Undo won't do anything though. Can't undo what he did. And now Pity against the world here with a 1 versus 3. Players lining up, but not enough to kill them. KWEEZ is not able to get things on the same page. Undo, ex-player from Vortex Unique. Quantum, Bellator Fire, QBF, and some other Russian mixes in the past. 29 years old, so definitely has the experience, but he's been out of the scene for a little bit. Probably just had a really good day here. Inside of the qualifiers. Now a fast A play. Just plays like this. That's where they need to find their success on. Jabone has an opportunity. That is really ambitious. To try and hold on for a jump peek. Pity peeking together. Take the fight. Bomb is going to go down. And KWEEZ will try to stop the bleeding for just a partial bit. Trade from Becky, but still 3 to deal with. Has a molly to flush out long. But is going to throw it with his pants down caught as Reckon swings. Getting the second on the board for KWEEZ. As after majority of the rounds going to Preasy. It's a round back for KWEEZ, 1 off of many. They're potentially going to have to be finding. As we are going to have a small tactical timeout here. some of these statistics here from, I was going to say top performing players. That really isn't the case, but Silon has definitely found something. 13 and 6. Could be the two IGLs head to head here. I'm not too sure if Undo is the IGL. Aside from KWEEZ. But halftime break. It should be over soon. Makes us go for the second half. With Preasy trying to move their way up to 13. There still are some issues that need to be solved before going into that second half. Timer is going, which means we're starting. Longer time it took for teams to get ready. And into the match. Technical timeout didn't provide us with much. Other than some nice statistics showing how great Silon is playing. Against what looks to be the other IGL in Undo. Pity. With the opener against Jabone, although Preasy has found themselves the bomb plant. The pistol round on the CT side didn't look all too promising until Preasy actually started to kill, and then things went very fast. So something similar could show. Although now not the ones with the USPs. Smoke towards ramp, a dink that comes out. A lot of dinks that are going to be needed. A Syrian even with the first kill out of many. And the ramp hold looks to be secured. They still got a kit to work with here, KWEEZ, but have no man alive. And no one that can get on a defuse in time. A brilliant round that was. Coming out. And so taken swiftly. And another technical timeout. We've been feared by them. Constantly. Has it been KWEEZ not able to get all too much done. But also now the gaming leading under it a little bit. Preasy trying to go in for a swing. Mid control has been found. The utility chugged in. Try and take himself the B site. Spray bang. It's a little tough. Becky gets help from all places with the damage. Well, he's the one farming all of the kills. 17 in total. With Preasy playing quite insane right now. This is very one-sided, very dominant on their opposing's pick. Only have to take Vertigo and one more round here on Ancient to wrap my session of casting up. With, of course, one more game between Fulsa Reload and Viperio to be played later today, casted by Ricky. So there's still a lot. A big game that comes up next. Well, this map looks like it's about done with the weapons not really being on the side from KWEEZ. Griller. Still trying to spray, now planting the bomb. And Stats gets hit up. Rotations from KWEEZ over towards the B side are coming out with ramp aggression. Flash the setup. Kill from Jaboan. Looking for a second. He's seen him on ramp. Knows he's there. Pity. Could be a dead man. Position spotted. Trey Ancient was already quite convincingly here on Vertigo. There's a certain style of play that you require from a team. A lot more strategical, I feel like. So going for this T-side play, using a lot of the smokes, using a lot of the utility with the newer sort of angles that you have. The newer gaps. There's a lot more knowledge need to be in play. A lot more possibilities to fake things out. Initial play towards A. Well, KWEEZ plays the A-side retake. Give an opportunity for Preasy to start moving their way into middle. Celion. Looking into undo. Don't find it yet. Shot from Celion will connect. Headshot taken. Look for a second. Celion entries his way in. And all the players from KWEEZ fall left, right and center. It's a round for Preasy. Brilliant work here on the T side to begin with. Preasy are starting things off in style here on the T side. 4-man B stack from KWEEZ, but nothing to get from it. They didn't get anything done. They're now potentially looking to trade a price for things. With the buy that is resold. KWEEZ that will go for a full eco. As they're fighting into middle. Celion can have a chance to mow him down. Looks for the ace. That will be stolen by Becky. And then Becky for a second. Great spray down here from a Celion. Looked like he was the one finding all of the kills, but got only 3. Still good though for Preasy to not lose any of their men. Giving them money for days. What do you call right now if you're a Celion? Usually you call, okay, they have no util or no mollies. Maybe we can set ourselves up to go for something like an A play. And he is going to line up a smoke, it looks like, a Celion. Or it must be a flash. Don't know what he's lining up a Celion, but that is going to be something. The smoke is landing on to elevator. That is very nicely done, Equip. Thought he could get away with it, hearing one of them rotate. Still Nikki that was there all day long. Becky has slipped through the defense, made it across and into A. Jaboan will be taken. Becky would have been there all day long. Eventually the smoke starts fading. Allowing Becky to cease it again. Can't kill Reckon just yet. With the bomb going down, the first full buy round looks good for the side from Preasy to take as well. And that would mean a 3-0 start on the board for the Danes. As every single engagement looks to go south. Except for undo. Bomb is going off, and that will be a 3-0 for Preasy. All of them collecting 1. Team Ace found. So we're trying to give them a run for their money. KWEEZ will try and see what they can do. Preasy will chuck in the flashes and get the entry. Undo has been taken. An advantage found for Preasy. Jaboon finds Rakian. Eagle can't collect as stats is been taken away. Nikki runs down ladder, gets the kill. Becky is a dead man walking. Well, the spray on another will come out. It's Pity remaining in a 1 versus 4. Preasy has opened up the gap towards the A side completely and are now going to look for their 4th. Already. It does look like they're getting closer and closer to a rougher time. Running fast, Becky. Managed to find the opening. Half battle won against Pity. The opening into the side, nicely taken. Preasy with 2-man advantage. Looking to go for their 5th in a row. Might allow a play to come out. Great spray there as Estats found a Celion. Another kill could follow. Never mind, Estats gets himself taken away. Nicky still holding from bottom ramp. He's made some good plays in the past. Will now try and do something similar. Spoke to himself of looking to hold some exits. And they're all picked up, so at least some pieces. Although Preasy might want to try and hunt her down, or him down rather. With the try. To no avail. And so, a 5-0 start put on the board. Previously, the first round was won by KWEEZ when they found 4 rounds Preasy. And I was going to say, both games being 13-1 in the past for Team KWEEZ, they already found 2 rounds. It's not to be joking, of course, but that really is the case. Yesterday against Viperio, 13-1, 13-1. Today, 13-2, and let's hope another 13-2 something. 13-0 would then again make it not a better performance than before. Letting Vertigo slip through is then obviously a painful decision up against the nice performing Preasy. Becky. He's trying to move his way back around into CT. Great lurk from Becky. Would find undo. That is the case. B side opened with it. As the retake must be up. Or else nothing will look to come off it. Back in 1. Stats taken away. Racken looking to go for the 1 versus 2. Won't get it. That's the second Racken. Knows where Equip is now. Pulls out the reload. Actually gets it done in time, but no cigar after. Great work. Coming out for the Preasy side. They'll be in a promising position. Great fight there, stats taken away. Come to swing up top. The fight getting to him. Nicky is allowed to find Becky there. Might alleviate at least some of the pressure. Great shot from Pity coming out. Leaves Whip starstruck. And there we have the round from KWEEZ. Luckily, not going to go down without a fight. Good ramp control there initially. And then the AWP on the side from Pity. Finally won out the duel against the Bowen. Sets up KWEEZ for at least something. They're desperately trying to get things underway. Spray from Nicky coming out. Through the smoke, no play. There's no killers found. Japone will do it. Double kill from him with the op as he tries to go for more. Gets taken by his stats. He's going to be allowed to do something. Great shot from Becky as he looks for more. Stats around the corner. He's going to go for the swing. Manages to tie up the round, but the bomb side of A is still under control from Preasy. Quip holding towards the new hole. With elevator smoked. New hole peaked. Haven't cleared. Griller, lovely shot. As he fights undo. It's all down to his stats now. Left standing all by himself. Trying to clean things up here in the game. Opportunity certainly there for him, but the bomb is taking away very fast. No way to control that. Preasy getting themselves all the way to 7. So most certainly a little bit more of a promising fight. Will be provided to him. This kill made it a little bit more possible, but then splitting up in a 1v5, 1v1 simply not being won. Sets Preasy up for a very nice game so far. Still, so far so good here. Pity, good opener. It's exactly what they needed to find here to make something doable. Confidence that needs to be thriving. Can definitely try to look at exactly that. No entry or no trade just yet, right? So just gonna have to work with what you got. Little boost coming out, Japone has to look for an entry. He's the one that's going to try, and he finds Pity. Great shot there from him. The entry from Griller is necessary. Clears all the way. But around the corner, Estet still finding Becky. Shot will miss from Japone. Griller back to his lurking habits. Careful though, up close, a double kill. The round will go to Preasy. Marvelously done there for the Preasy side. As even though this double or the entry gets found, the lurk from Griller again. He initially went for the entry. Then saw the friend of him dying, causing him to choose another path. And the reactions just nicely done, according to plan. And a promising position found here for Preasy. And P9, nice lined up, at least tries to. With no cigar yet after, Japone gonna find the trade, but double entry is nice for KWEEZ. Can they find at least a second? Then it would go from 13-1, 13-1 to 13-2, 13-2 bare minimum. And again, that's not to joke or say anything about it, but it's just the way things are. It's a really promising position for team as Quest to try and improve KWEEZ. Team that all consists of players that have experience in teams, just having to find it together. Having to do it together. That's been something they were mostly capable of doing. If they can show the improvements throughout the whole season, when they will play against teams that are on the lower side of the bracket. Maybe some lesser experience like Fortis and Gladiators. Those are the games you then gotta be kind of prepared for. And if you do manage to find yourself wins on those matches, you might still go into the playoffs and all that momentum build could start to string. Get you back in control. Jabone goes up, Reckon, found. Looking for a double is equipped, and there's round 3 from KWEEZ. Started to get a little more interesting. KWEEZ has gotten Preasy where they want them to be. A little bit closer to defeat. Slowly but surely the rounds do start to count a little bit. Fight coming through, Becky does manage to find Reckon. Opening fight has been found. Becky with a trade. Will line up a second. Tech 9's of course and Deagle, so get on your way in this game. Might definitely be something to be concerned about. Cecilion trying to clear the back to the side. Mid shot with a Tech 9. Will eventually find himself falling. Still sight. Has to be under control. The bomb will be planted here. That smoke is going to stop the molly. Stop the bleeding. It might provide them with an opportunity. No fight just yet. Jabot now doing it. Finds his stats. It's all down to Pity. Spotted him on the right side. Now been seen. Taken down. Becky. In a 1 versus 1. One bullet can finish him off while he needs a few on Pity. Might still make it a little awkward. The tap. Another shot. Through the smoke. Making some movements. Going for the defuse. Oh, he stuck it. Pity will put 4 on the board for KWEEZ. As they're the ones finding themselves going all the way. And into a very promising position they go. As they are slowly but surely making their appearance here on the server. It's less one-sided as the previous one was. And with 3 in a row, maybe KWEEZ have found their rhythm. But on the T side, it's still hard and not going to be easy to control the pace. We'll have to wait and see. Changes that need to be thoughtful. KWEEZ that has taken some space. We got 2 pieces of dual Berettas on Preasy's side. Cillian waiting for things with the chance to open. Find the headshot. Dual Berettas out. Will look to spray. Reckon with a double. As he cleans house. The openings have been found. Pieces going their way. Great shot from Estest. Chabone and Griller are split up. Still, the dual Berettas do some work. Flank as well from Jabone and Griller. Now the only thing he has to clear is that catwalk spot. Reckon will look to push. Tap on the bomb. Dual Berettas will swing. Knows where he is. Jabone goes off it. Double peek. And they win it out. Preasy has successfully been able to pick up this round here. On the CT side pistol. Although things are close. Still no confirmation for KWEEZ that they're going to be able to find it. And with 4 they could have been happy. But now things are starting to slip. Big time. Slowly but surely questions on the horizon. Starting to get quite harsh. Becky. Lovely double from Becky coming out as Preasy managed to find the double kill. It's a 4th fight from KWEEZ as well being called. So losing this might mean business, might mean trouble. And they do in fact lose out that round. Early fights with the SMGs. who managed to find some access point. But still, the access denied for Team KWEEZ. KWEEZ on their weaker weapons. Again, some way semi-buy. So, still questions if they can potentially respond. Otherwise, it must be when the full buys are around, and those will be quite soon. Great stuff. Great lineups. Preasy takes confident approaches here on the CT side. And are only 2 away from taking the full-on leap forward. A big step that could be taken. Swing from Nicky. Becky with a double kill. Oh boy. Elmery plays into B. Vertigo is an A simulator for a reason. You can't go B all the time. Just expect to win those fights out. Preasy is aware of the B aggressions. The Molly will finish his stats off. He's just tried to hold on. Tried to do it. To no avail, really. Preasy up to 12. And what can KWEEZ do at this point? (12-4) here at Vertigo. We see the scoreboard. A little bit of a better overview on what's going on. Majority of players here on the KWEEZ side haven't gotten all too much done. Stats has been playing a great game, and again, he's the one finding an entry. Really can't really be all too happy. Double kill from KWEEZ. As Undo and Nicky both line up 1 each to take back their ramp. Something they should have done far sooner. Also, approaching B, where Griller is waiting. As Silly Unknown on the A side. Bomb is also under control of him, though. As the Dane is careful of a potential mid-lurk. If he finds Rack in here, that means the bomb can safely be picked up. But it is going to be in a 1v1. Rakin is not aware of him being here. But if Vasilion misses the fight like he does, they mean business. Great response. As Preasy is going to force, giving KWEEZ more room to find rounds. At this point, that is kind of what we're sort of hoping for. Just a little bit of a game. Just a KWEEZ turnaround. Tag found. Molly in. Gorilla will manage to find one. Ooh, that's not good. Team kill on the ARP. If you had originally found yourself an entry, give it away just like that. A tag on both of them though. Estats and Pity have both been hit down a little bit, which might create some chaos here. Quip going aggressive. Manages to come out with a fight. A little more needed though, just than that. Lurk from Becky will also be there while he's trying to deny the plant from going down. And Molly could be good. Burning onto Undo. Who now knows where Becky is. With Becky, Quip also pushes from behind. And this could be the final blow. Undo against a Quip. Flashbang sent high. As Equip nears the final frag up close. There's Undo making a play. Oh my. 6 health and 6 round for KWEEZ. As they some way, somehow managed to keep themselves alive. Still, not the best of positions to be in. For KWEEZ, of course, but at least something found. They're going to go for a little more rounds than the previous game, the previous series. A 13-2 on your own map pick now. A 13-7 bare minimum on Vertigo. We could still see that overtime. We could still see something more. Pretty interested in what we're going to be witnessing. Smoke, Jabone. At least attempts this retake. I do quite like, but it's not going to happen. No round for Preasy. One for KWEEZ. With the full wipe for Preasy. Will this be the end? The end of time. The end of play. Still to be answered. Preasy with the off, ready for the swing. Acilio on Equip are better though. Managed to find the entries necessary. But then Becky goes aggressive, giving it back. Quite out of their hands. Player seen, Griller has spotted out the hat, just doesn't dare to shoot. Gives them an opportunity for something more. Something a little better. Now just Nikki standing. Bomb dropped, they are aware. Nikki has 4 to find. And nothing more.